Shalom, Israel, and shalom, everyone that's listening in. I thought I would come on today, this evening, and share some scriptures from Jeremiah 30, 1 through 11. I woke up this morning a little discouraged about some things that's been happening, and the Most High took me to this chapter. I was just thinking about how our people are just going through a whole lot right now, and I just wanted to come on and just say, don't be discouraged, but be encouraged, because the Most High has many scriptures and promises in His Word that should keep us encouraged in these last days, and we really should be reading and reading the scriptures and just encouraging ourselves and our brothers and sisters. So let me just go through a couple of scriptures. I want to go through Jeremiah 30 verses 1 through 11, and it says, the word came to Jeremiah from Yahuwah, saying, thus speaketh Yahuwah Elohim of Israel, saying, write thee all the words that I have spoken unto thee in a book. For lo, the days come, saith Yahuwah, that I will bring again the captivity of my people Israel and Judah, saith the Lord. And I will cause them to return to the land that I gave to their fathers, and they shall possess it. And we know that the house of Israel and the house of Judah are still separate and not one kingdom yet. And that would take place in Ezekiel 37, how he talks about telling Ezekiel to get a stick and put the stick in his hand, and that Israel and Jacob will become one nation, or Israel and Judah will become one nation again, and that Ephraim would not vex Judah, and Judah would not vex Israel. Verse 4 says, and these are the words that Yahuwah spake concerning Israel and concerning the house of Judah. For thus said Yahuwah, we heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. 6. Ask ye now, and I see whether a man doeth travail with child. Therefore do I see every man with his hand on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. So he's saying basically that this time going to be so bad for Jacob and Israel that it's going to be going through. It would feel like they are going through childbirth, travail in a woman, womb, turmoil. Verse 7, it says, at last. Now this is a very encouraging verse. It says, at last, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Now I have a couple of precepts. And that precept would be Matthew 24, which talks about the last days. Daniel 12:1 talks about the last days, the latter days, but at the same time, Daniel 12:1 also says that Micah would stand up for his people, and that he would save his people. So that's an encouragement. We know this is in the last days. Verse 8, it says, for it shall come to pass in that day, saith Yahuwah of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck, and will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves to him. So in other words, there will be no more oppression, not being discouraged. And they do take advantage of us. We have no military power, we have no economic power. We don't even have a land that we call. We know we are from Israel, but our memory of our culture and our heritage was taken away. So we grab at anything that that comforts us. But the Most High said in the last days that when He come back, He's going to restore all of that back to us. Number 9, but they shall serve the Lord their God, and David their king, whom I will raise up unto them. Verse 10, therefore fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, said Yahuwah, neither be dismayed, O Israel, for lo, I will save thee from far afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity, and Jacob shall return and shall be in rest and be quiet, and none shall make him afraid. Now we know that he's saying right here that Israel and Jacob would be in the land. There would be peace in the land. And right now there's no peace in the land. So that means that the nation of Israel as a whole is not in that land yet. He has not returned his people back to the land. And he said that we would be able to be at rest and would be at peace, and there was no one that would make us afraid, and it would be quiet and peaceful. And there's no peace over there right now, over there in Israel right now. It's just a lot of war and turmoil over there. And it's going to be that way until the Most High return. The last one is 11. For I am with thee, said Yahuwah, to save thee. Though I make a full end of all nations, whether I have scattered thee, yet will I not make a full end of thee. But I will correct thee in measures, and I will not leave thee altogether unpunished. And there's also some other scriptures that talks about in Matthew 28:19, where the disciple asked Jesus that, what would they get for following him? Just paraphrasing. What would they get in return for following him? He said when he sit in a new generation on his throne, that they also would sit on the 12th throne, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. Also, I think it's in Acts 1:16, when the disciple asked the Lord, will you now restore Israel back? So it means that Israel is going to the land is going to be restored back to Israel, his people. There's another encouraging scripture also, and Daniel says the same thing. Also is in Luke as well, about the 12 tribes ruling over Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel. So there's many scriptures in the Bible that's very encouraging. I try to read those. I try to mark them and read them and stay encouraged. So I'll just say, continue to stay encouraged and continue to keep the commandments and the statutes. And also, we need to seriously walk in the Torah, because that's the only thing that's going to comfort us and save us in these last days, by being faithful to the Most High. And I believe, in fact, I know that the Most High wants us to love the Torah so dearly that he wants us to be an embodiment of the Torah, as if we're just walking Torahs. So and the only way to get that way is by studying, researching, and asking the Most High for his wisdom, his understanding, his knowledge, to take us through this word, because we need it in the last days, and we are truly in some wicked times, and we need the Most High on our side. So anyways, I just thought I would share those couple of scriptures that I was encouraged with this morning, and hopefully I'm hoping it would encourage someone else. So saying that, I say shalom.